come here today to make a video about how to stop overthinking. Now, overthinking is, I think, it's one of the most common problems that we have today. First, we all think and we are attached to our thoughts. We think that we are our thoughts instead of looking at them objectively and understanding that they're just passing by, just like emotions, just like anything else. So one of the tips I can give to you is to better manage your time and your tasks. Now, we all have a to-do list, and this to-do list never ends. Okay, it never ends. It doesn't matter how much things you have to do. It doesn't matter how much things you're going to cross off the list. New things are going to be introduced all the time. Arbitrarily, you won't even know that they're coming. One of the things I found out, that if you keep a detailed to-do list and you keep it, I have an application called To Do on my phone. Other people have different applications or notes in a primitive way. If you just write everything that you need to do and don't memorize it, then you won't be harassed that much. You won't need to think about it. You won't need to remember. It will be sort of like keeping a diary, putting everything on paper, taking everything out, not keeping anything in the mind. Now, one of the best tricks I've learned, that if something takes just a minute or 2 minutes, do it now. If it's just a text message that you need to send, if it's just to coordinate and order something like that, it takes 2 minutes, just do it. Don't postpone it, don't postpone it for later. Now, because I'm recommending the application called To Do, I can tell you that this is a very well scheduling application, allowing you to keep tasks like who I want to call later on, reoccurrence tasks, stuff like that. But once you get into the habit of using it every time something pops out and I need to do it, write it down immediately. And then you'll be able to be completely free, and then you won't have to overthink about your tasks and your time management.
That's cool. I was thinking like to the topic of how to stop overthinking, because there's so many ways on how we can overthink. And one quite common way is to have a dialogue with another person. So you've been like in a conflict, or you're trying to solve something, and you just keep on arguing. You find like new perspectives, you try to understand the other person, and you just keep on rolling. And this can go on for hours and days. And I would suggest to that is to actually write an email to the person, but to not intend to actually send it. So it's like, of course you can do like the old-fashioned letter, email, voicemail, you can do anything you can come up with. It's more like try to get it out and try to get the honesty out, try to get the authenticity
really honest
out.
Yeah, exactly. Like you would, if you would have sent it, you would have prettified it in some way, try not to hurt him. But if you write and don't actually send it, then you can write whatever you really want.
Exactly. So that's the goal of the exercise, is don't censor yourself. Don't think the person is actually going to ever receive it. You can like burn it after in a ritual. You can delete it after. You can like keep it in your own files. This can be for your own diary.
You can accidentally send it.
Don't ever do that. No, don't ever, like when you're writing an email, just don't have the recipient. Like don't ever put that in. I'm experienced with that, so. But so this is what I'm recommending. So what it does is like you allow yourself to channel it all out, and that's what your system needs. Mm-hmm. So once that you channel it all out, you find new clarity to actually like find the words of what you want to be saying.
And it's like out of your system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like all the confusion is out of your system. So that's what the exercise is for. Yeah.
Good. I like that. I'll do that. I did it once, I think, but I actually sent them the mail. I did, yeah, because you know me, I'm very direct and transparent. I just say whatever. But I think that in an email, they don't hear the intonation. And today I use WhatsApp, or I use a video. I actually send to my close friends. I send a video of myself explaining to them something as much as I can. Another method of minimizing overthinking is to become more aware and more conscious of your thoughts. Now, 99% of our thoughts are repetitive thoughts. They usually have to do with victimizing ourselves, thoughts about the past or thoughts about the future that hasn't come to pass yet, okay? And the future, as we probably know, is not really well designed yet. We think that it's going to come to pass in a certain way, sort of like thinking that when we're traveling to a certain country, we design our trip before we go, but when we land there, everything we do completely different, right? And that's the future. So any thought about the future is being in the illusion. So when we understand that 99% of our thoughts are about a past that is no longer serving us, or about a future that is an illusion that hasn't really come, then we need to focus only on that 1%, that is being more present, being in the now. And there's multiple practices of being in the now. It's the breath work, it's the consciousness work, it's the awareness work. There are also, by the way, applications for that as well. There's an application that just gives you a ding. It's called the ding application, arbitrarily during the day. And then it just reminds you, wherever you're doing, whatever you're thinking, stop, take a big breath, become more present, be who you are right now. Where are you? Are you enjoying what you're doing right now? And the more you practice this, the less you think and the more you become of who you really are. The less stress you have in your life, the less thinking you have, the less negative thinking you have in your life.
I really like that, yes. So I'm suggesting to even do an exercise now, like a really simple exercise to get yourself present. And it's, you just name what you see. Very simple. So you can name one thing that you're seeing, I name one thing.
Blue eye.
Blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
Brownish.
Brownish.
Blue-ish eyes.
Big lens. Cameraman getting stung by a bee in a second.
So much green and nature.
Running water, like a small waterfall. Definitely.
That's very nice.
I like that exercise. Keeps you like, only what you see simplifies things for you.
Yeah, it like my shoes and my socks on the ground.
So this is just a very, very simple exercise to bring you back into the present moment. You know, not to overthink, don't stress things out. You know, life comes in waves. Sometimes you're at the bottom, sometimes you're at the top. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Just remember that. There's always the so what method, you know. Something bad happens, so what? You have endured difficult things than that probably. You have been through every fight, you have been through every argument with yourself and with society, with your parents, with your girlfriend, with your loved ones. Everything's gonna be fine. And take it easy. Really, take it easy. Don't stress yourself out too much. It will shorten your life. So thank you very much for watching us. I'm Ray. By the way, this is Luca.
I'm Luca.
Luca is a guide, another guide in the 10-day process or in my workshops around the world.
I do the morning sessions.
Oh yeah. And
an
amazing
breathing. Ah, yeah, it's true.
True. So my name is Maor. This is Luca with me for the first time. You can watch my videos on my YouTube channel, or you can just go on my website raymaor.com. If you like this video, you can just click the thumbs up or share it. It was really nice to see you today.
Bye bye.
And dramatically exhale. That was good.